more annoying. Hello people, welcome back to my Let's Play of Modern Warfare 3. I'm recording this after playing the game because, well, Audacity decided to be a dick and stop recording about midway through me doing this. So yeah, I'm going to be doing after game commentary, which I hate doing because I don't like, because it's too hard for me. Well, not because it's too hard, but because I can't do the cool reactions to everything that I usually do. Anyway, we just got info that, you know, the guy who we needed to go find is a guy named Volk. Looks like a git to me, but anyway. He was the bomb maker who helped Makarov create those dirty bombs that he unleashed on Paris, Germany, and a couple of other places.
And you want us to unpin them. Prosecute the target as needed, but Volk comes back alive.
And of course, you know, we can't kill the jerk, so that's always fun. Anyway. Waiting for this stupid cutscene to end. For some reason, it took longer than normal. So this episode is called Bag and Drag. It takes place on October 9th. It's 14-10 hours. We're in Monte Hill, Perry. The place is still, you know, dirty from the dirty bomb attack. Because, you know, things.
Roger, I'll meet you at the LZ in 1 hour. Good luck.
Metal 01, GIGN is pinned down at the Palm Door restaurant. Get there fast or
A lot of civilians unfortunately died.
Roger, roll call.
Can I just say, Makarov is probably the closest thing that you will ever get to literally finding someone worse than Hitler in probably a couple of years in this game. Because no man has probably ever been more responsible for the amounts of death. I think it goes to show you something when I compare you to Hitler, and I know that's invoking Godwin's law, and I don't particularly like doing that.
Watch your step.
But anyway.
01, be advised, GIGN is taking heavy casualties. They won't last long. You'll need to double time it to make the RV.
Patch me through to him. This is Saber. How much longer?
3 minutes out. Just keep your perimeter secure. We're almost there.
Please, just hurry, huh?
But yeah, we're armed with some guns. I can't remember which. Gonna get a chance to see. And of course, we get into a fight. I'm almost immediately. Can't go a couple of minutes without getting shot at in this game. And yeah, Russians are here. They have gas masks as well. The one time it actually makes sense for them to have gas masks. So that's a bookstore, by the way, right next to a cafe. I don't know how prevalent bookstores and cafes are next to each other in France. I hope they're quite literally quite next to each other, because nothing would bring me pleasure if I were to visit France than to go to a bookstore and then right across the street from it is a cafe, so I can buy my book and drink an espresso and eat some good eat food and read my book. And if I wanted to, go buy another book and do the exact same thing. That guy's doomed. And in this part, I kind of got really distracted trying to see what books those were. Because I'm a big bibliophile, and I don't know if those books are real or not, and I shot Sandman there. Shot that guy in the head. couldn't get through that door, and then I got through it, and then I found nothing was there, so that was a bit disappointing.
Clear! Check the door! The restaurant's at the end of this alley. Saber, this is Sandman. Watch your flyer to the north. We are coming to you.
Then I got distracted trying to figure out what that was. This is one of those instances where I wish I knew how to speak French.
It's the GIGN! Hello?
Yep, GIGN, Red Gigant, who are French counterterrorism unit.
What's your status?
And that thing looks like the Superintendent. I mentioned that when I first was trying to record because I didn't know this thing had stopped recording.
We got you 6.
And if you don't know who the Superintendent is, then you probably never played Halo ODST. I have. It's a fun game. Mark 6-4 with red dot. And I use it to great effect in this cupping up section until I die a boatload of enough times, and then I just quit caring and grab a G36C, which is a pretty cool gun. I have no idea where it's from. I think it's kind of strange that the French are using it, considering their weapon of choice is the FAMAS. Or FAMAS, as some people have apparently corrected me with the pronunciation. I don't care how you pronounce it. It's a still pretty effing cool gun. Yep, just killing some bad guys. And if this commentary sounds awkward and disjaded, it's because it is, because I don't like doing this. Anyway. And of course I get killed by some dude. Waiting for the stupid game to load up. That's one thing I hate. That's why I don't like dying in this game, because any other Modern Warfare games, you die, the loading times was pretty short. This one, it takes off a good 3 to 4 seconds off of my actual time of playing, so it makes recording these all the more difficult. That's why in this is the one Modern Warfare that I've tried to die the least in, and so far I've been succeeding for the most part in all the levels. Like, very surprising considering I suck at this game in most general terms. At this point I went to go back to go get some extra ammo. That guy's still there. And then I saw they had that, then I saw this, and I was like, oh, G36C. I love the G36. Went to get some more ammo for all my guns. And I think I used the G36 to just basically ruin everyone's day who isn't me in the Gigan and Delta Force. But yeah, I wonder why the French are using the GS36. I mean, not that they don't use it, I imagine. It's a pretty innocuous gun. I think it's a British gun. It's one gun, some country's gun. I forget which. Like, part of me wants to say the Swedes made it, but I could be wrong about that. And I killed 2 people at once, and I almost shot Saber. That guy died. His friends didn't, though. There's Grinch. I would sing the song from How the Grinch Stole Christmas, but I'm not going to because it's not Christmas time, and I don't think I can get my singing voice deep enough to say, "You're a mean one. Mr. Grinch correctly. That is the closest you will ever get to hearing me sing that song. If anyone tells me I'm actually good at singing it, I'll beat them in the face because I know they'll be lying because I suck at that song. But then again, I suck at a lot of songs, yet I'm still somewhat of an okay singer. At least if that's what people tell me.
Boss, we got bad guys inbound.
And here comes the greatest thing you could ever get for support.
Warhammer, this is Metal Zero.
Better than a helicopter. Greater than a Harrier. Stronger than a M1, M4 Abrams, M4A1 Abrams tank. I present to thee the AC-130 Spectre gunship, raining depth from above at 60,000 feet. You cannot beat it. You cannot defeat it. You can only marvel as it kills your enemies with indiscriminate pain. Yes, I love the AC-130. I think every game that has Modern Warfare in it, and I don't mean like the Modern Warfare series, I mean it takes place in modern day times, it uses modern day guns, and it uses modern day tactics and infantry, should have an AC-130. No exceptions. I was starkly disappointed when I found out that in Modern Warfare 2 did not have a section where you had to use an AC-130. Clearly, they remedied that situation in this one. Because guess what? The level after this, when I'm recording at tomorrow, you get, not only do you get to play as infantry, you also get to play as the AC-130. Truly, nothing stops the pain to these idiots. I can keep going on and on and on about my love of the AC-130 because I've mentioned multiple times in this LP and the LPs before it that if I were to continue actually trying to go into the Air Force, I would love to be an AC-130 TV operator. I don't want to fly the things because I wear glasses, and unfortunately that disbars you from being in the flying section of the Air Force, and I made a mistake and killed my own teammates there. So yeah, you can also use the AC-130 to take out that helicopter. It's highly recommended you do because it's cool looking. And a grenade killed me. Or is it science of destruction? Yes, it is. A lot of humanity's greatest inventions came from wars. The nuke. That helicopter got destroyed. That's some weird looking graffiti. I don't think I've ever seen graffiti that look like that. That BTR is about to be BT done. There was supposed to be a joke to that, but I messed it up. I couldn't think of BT. You know what I would never do? I would never run towards any place that I saw AC-130 bullets coming, flying through. Now watch what happens to this guy. Got backed up into a car, and I saw one dude run into the explosion. He was like, I don't want to live! So now we're about to head into the coolest place, one of the coolest places in France, and a place I'd like to visit one day if I ever were to go to France. Below them, and he just mentioned it, are the catacombs. Now, for those of you who don't know what the catacombs are, they are a large place. It's a large mass grave full of nothing but bones and skulls and stuff like that. It's a pretty cool place. I've never been there, but I want to go there badly. It's on my bucket list. And I know it's kind of strange for a 19-year-old to have a bucket list, but you can't. But there's no time like the present to start your bucket list. On there is going to Mongolia. Either participating or seeing the running of the bulls. Going to Japan or China or both. meeting a political figure, a large-scale political figure, a large-scale religious figure, a former or current president,
Roger, 01. We're
or
sending a
both,
Ranger QRF to your location.
and
Mark your route with flares so they can
finding,
locate your position.
and of course, meeting some other things. I've gotten knocked off meeting famous celebrities off my list because I've met a few celebrities in my life. Like, I once met and played pool with Usher, and I know no one would believe me, but trust me, it actually happened. That was a real thing. It was freaking awesome. Well, I didn't even know he was Usher at the time. I didn't know who Usher was. I was like 7 when this happened. Which I guess is why he played pool with me, because I wasn't like screaming over him or anything. I was just like, oh, cool, someone wants to play pool with me, because I was really obsessed with pool back then. Still kind of am. I should get into that again. I met Mickey Rourke once at an airport. I met and shook hands with J.K. Rowling. So, really, I've done a lot of strange stuff for a person who's only been on this earth for like 19 years. Like, I've been in a almost been into a plane, been in a plane crash when I was 11. I survived Hurricane Katrina. I survived being born 3 weeks premature and having having premature lungs and a couple of other stuff. I mean, like, really, the world has tried to kill me a couple of times and it's just failed horribly, and I'm so thankful for that. And by the way, there's a guy, because you're about to get ambushed. Watch this. And this section is a joke in that instance, because I just died almost immediately. Because that's fun. And this is part of the level where I die almost unequivocally a lot. So yeah, these are catacombs. I miss the guy who you usually see at that point. This time I don't let him kill me, and I run forward. And no matter what you do, you're always going to end up right here at the scripted sequence. That's Volk.
Roger, 01. Remember, we need Volk captured alive. He holds the only actionable intel on Macro.
Yeah, you can't just shoot him in the legs like I would do. And then at the end of the level, you're like, well, you needed him alive. You almost certainly could have killed him, what you did in the end of the level. I'm not even going to spoil that because it's a freaking awesome thing, but still, I'm like, you needed him alive, and yet you did that. Because, you know, reasons. Couldn't shoot him in the leg, but you can totally do what he did. So, yeah. If you run up ahead of the guy, that scripted sequence doesn't happen. Guy still comes out, though. This time I ran towards the flashbang to make sure the thing didn't look awkward. So now we're going to try to capture Volk. Can't shoot him in the leg because they want him alive. But what they do to him, again, I mentioned what they do to him in a few minutes, kind of negates the whole capture the guy alive thing when, you know, they do this. When they do what they do. Because I'm not going to spoil it because it's freaking awesome, but it's still kind of stupid in my opinion. But, also for a fat man, he runs really fast. But I guess adrenaline will make anyone into an Olympic sprinter when the need arises. Also, you got to enter that sedan, that van right there. And pray to God you can make it before they shoot you to death. Once you open that door, once you try to open the door, though, that's a scripted sequence, and luckily they can't kill you no matter how many bullets they riddle into your body. Now we're gonna do the awesome stuff. Run that guy over. Sucks to be him. There's a gun we get. Alright. And we're going to find the tank's worst enemy. Stairs! Ow. Hit myself. Doesn't stop the tank from shooting rounds at you, though. But what you're going to want to do when these trucks come up, I mean, yeah, not trucks, Jeeps or whatever come up, is just shoot the drivers, because it'll just kill them it'll just auto kill them. Well, shoot the drivers and the gunners, because that'll happen. There's a helo. Can't shoot that one though, unfortunately. I remember this level being a lot longer. And a lot longer, but maybe that's just because I haven't played this in a long while. When I first played the game to custom made myself to it. So yeah, you're gonna want to shoot. You're gonna now try to shoot the tire out. I can miss completely, but so long as you hit the car in general, the tire goes out. And remember when I told you that you were gonna do something that you would never do if you were trying to take someone alive? Yeah, this is what they're gonna do. They ram into the car and send it freaking flying. Because there's a billion ways Volk could have died then. Most of them are head trauma. Sandman pulls him out of the car, beats the snot out of him, hits him up against the hood.
We got Volk. We're on our way. Copy. Raptor 2 is spinning up now.
Alright. Well, this is going to be the end of the episode. Coming soon. So I'll see you guys later.
General, you're online with the President and National Security Council. Mr. President.
General, have you found Makarov yet?
No, but we received actionable intelligence on his bomb maker. The situation is developing.
Developing? Do you have him or not?
A Delta team just took him down. I'm sending you the footage now.
What's their status?
They have Volk in custody, but their OPSEC's been compromised.
In English, General, please.
They're gonna have to shoot their way to the extraction point.
General, I want this man Volk alive. I don't care what it takes. You bring those men home in one piece.
There's a riot!